Welcome to the 2021 Babson Summer Catalyst Showcase. Today, you'll see 15 ventures from around the world and get to meet the entrepreneurs behind them. I'm David Chang, here in person with Alexandra Dunk and Cindy Klein-Marmer. We've been lucky to work with these promising entrepreneurs this summer, and we'll be your hosts this afternoon. Summer Catalyst is a 10-week hands-on program for entrepreneurs who are current students and recent graduates of Babson, Olin, and Wellesley colleges. We do three things: build entrepreneurial leadership skills, accelerate ventures, and foster connections to form a lasting community. This is the 13th summer of the program, and each year it gets better and better. This program has been recognized as #1 in the education category locally, and Babson's MBA program has been ranked #1 in entrepreneurship for 28 straight years. That's more years than the average age of the participant in the program. In many ways, they were born for this.
The 2021 cohort represents one of the most diverse groups of entrepreneurs that we've ever seen. Take a moment to look at their faces. You'll see a group that consists of 42% women and 50% people of color, and participants from 6 countries. They're truly reflective of the world and of the customers that their ventures serve.
These entrepreneurs have created ventures that span 7 different industries and couldn't be more different. They range from everyday consumer apps and products to medical devices and deep tech. Some are at the earliest stages just getting off the ground, while others are already generating significant revenue. In all cases, you'll see a fire burning within the founders and a spark that inspired them to create ventures to solve problems in the world.
We would like to give a heartfelt thanks to our donors: Kevin Colleran, class of 2003 and a recipient of an honorary degree in 2015, and Jeffrey Molson, MBA class of 1996 and the Molson Foundation. And a big shout out to the many experts, mentors, supporters, and friends who volunteered, led sessions, and met with the teams. They do this out of the desire to give back and help the next generation of founders. We also thank our incredibly experienced advisors, Beth Goldstein, Bob Stringer, and Monica Wheat. We'd be lucky to have just one of them this summer, but we were blessed to have all 3. It takes a village to pull this off, so the deepest thanks to the Blank Center staff, Babson Speech Center, Babson Media and Production Services, and the countless others who shared their time and expertise to make Summer Catalyst possible and impactful for our entrepreneurs. Finally, thank you all for tuning in this afternoon. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Donna Livin, CEO of the Arthur M. Blank School for Entrepreneurial Leadership at Babson. I met Donna more than 5 years ago when she delivered an inspiring closing keynote at a student pitch competition that I emceed, and her impact on student entrepreneurs has only grown and expanded across the greater university ecosystem. Donna, I'm so happy to see you here live in person for the first time in years.
It is crazy that it's been so long, and it's wonderful to be here with you. Just so inspired. Thank you so much, David. I'm excited to be here and welcome all of you to what is sure to be a great afternoon. At the Blank School, we're creating entrepreneurial leaders who are identifying problems and creating scalable solutions. The Summer Catalyst entrepreneurs are committed and talented, and they embody entrepreneurial thought and action. They're building ventures that are making an impact around the world. By joining us for this event today, you are supporting the next generation of leaders in their journeys. So from the Blank School, a very sincere thank you.
Donna, thanks so much for everything that you do. These founding teams are amazing, and some of them have known each other for their entire lives, literally. In fact, we have 2 intergenerational ventures whose co-founders are mother-son and mother-daughter. Let's hear about how some of their ventures got started.
Hans and I were co-founders. I've actually known Hans since we were 7 years old. We went to elementary school together. Then we separated a little bit in between, and then we met again at Babson. And it was awesome because Hans has always been one of my best friends. Both of our parents have always been entrepreneurs, which we always talked about, always wanting to do the same, wanting to make something out of ourselves. And we thought we could do that through entrepreneurship. So when Babson sent us home midway through our sophomore year, and we were on the same airplane together, and Hans had the idea. He said, Juanfe, listen, I think we could really make a difference, and I think we could really help people feel safe. So that's when Sanitate was born. And it was just perfect because Hans' father was already involved in the medical industry.
When we were in the lockdown and really frustrated not being able to go out of home and also not being able to connect with walled-off community, So Shashwat really said, you have so many contacts, you've been going for so many workshops and conferences. Would you like to create some online community platform where we can invite more people? And it just like felt like it. I didn't think even once, and immediately said, why not? It's absolutely a great idea if we can make it happen. And we just jumped in and started working towards it.
We wake up at 5 a.m. and we would go for a morning run. And we were basically just ranting about our hair, that we couldn't get a haircut. Like me, I was annoyed that I couldn't get the products I needed for my hair. And I was just like, you know what? I've had an idea. Should we just start a business that deals with this issue? Because it was just such a massive issue for us, especially being in Wellesley, and there not being that many options that support our kind of hair. So we just decided, like, okay, let's just do it. And then Nakia had the idea. She heard about the Summer Catalyst, and she was like, you know what? We're early stage, but I think this could be an invaluable experience for us. I was a bit apprehensive at first, but she motivated me, and it was the best decision I've made.
It was an amalgamation of issues, but essentially I went to Tulum because I was trying to start something new in my life, and I got there and I had just kind of like a chaos trip, and I was just sitting on the beach at one point just like, how did this happen? And then I was like, oh, like I totally now understand why other people just avoid doing this entirely. So that kind of got me thinking that maybe I wanted to do something about it.
I had the amazing opportunity to work with engineers at NASA Langley in Virginia, and one of the issues they were talking about, among their many, is they were losing stuff on the space station all the time. And they offered us, me and my co-founder, the ability to work with their budget to build a solution to find those things on the space station for them.
I come from a background of food tech and restaurants. I've been in the restaurant space. I started my own chain of restaurants 5 years ago. And I've seen firsthand as to how meat is treated. I've seen how it's used, how much water it consumes, the amount of food that goes for waste by using meat, the amount of energy it consumes. I've been through that all. I've been part of that process. That made me think that there has to be a better source of obtaining a protein.
What originally motivated me to create Verve Energy is that all students and anyone that actually needs a doses of energy can have one without having the jitters and the crash that traditional methods use. Because currently out in the market, there aren't any for those.
You'll now see 15 rapid-fire pitches from our teams. They get the hook after 3 minutes, so don't blink or you'll miss it. As they share their stories, please chime in with comments directly in the YouTube chat stream on the right side of your screen. You can also join us on Twitter and give them shout-outs in real time. Tag the Blank Center at Babson eShip and use the hashtag BabsonSC. Let's get to the pitches. First up is Zuri.
With the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement and a greater conversation about inequality, the importance of supporting Black and Latinx-owned businesses is finally being understood. However, it's difficult to find a single place to support these businesses. This is a struggle my team and I faced. We realized that most of the products we use for our hair were not Black-owned and didn't benefit us as much as we thought. As we searched and researched better products for our hair, we realized that it wasn't easy to find the brands that were owned by our own community, and most mainstream beauty stores only showcase them for a limited amount of time. This is an issue many other people in our demographic face, and we knew there was a better solution. Thus, we present to you Zuri. Zuri is a web-based platform that supports Black and Latinx consumers in the process of finding Black and Latinx-owned hair care products. The founding principle of Zuri is to support Black and Latinx entrepreneurs by providing them with greater access to their target market and a hub to refine and review products. By using our system, Zuri users were able to find products catered to their hair care needs, as well as share and view others' experiences with those products. Our aim is to improve community knowledge of the faces behind the brands that they purchase. We hope to provide an easy, accessible way for community members to support individuals within their own communities, whilst providing that demographic of entrepreneurs with strong connections to their target audience. On our website, we educate you about the stories of the people behind the brands. Our goal is for our customers to feel like they have a personal relationship and a deep understanding of the person who created their product. You're also able to chat with the Zuri community, to discuss your experience with the product, as well as read, watch, and see other people's struggles and triumphs with their hair. In addition, you're able to purchase the products you discovered on our website. If you're feeling more exploratory, you can choose to subscribe and become a Zuri member. As a member, we mail you the latest products for you to try. We hope for Zuri to be your one-stop shop to educate yourself on the products you use and then try them out for yourself. So why us? We are passionate about this business, as it's a platform we wish we had earlier. We've created the Zuri website and are actively engaging with entrepreneurs who can join our community. We believe in the potential our application has to solve an issue faced by many Black and Latinx individuals across the country. We know through the communications we've had that others are also excited about this platform. We also see ourselves expanding to feature more products within the beauty industry and eventually all products Black and Latinx owned. So how can you help? The fundamental principle of Zuri is support Black and Latinx entrepreneurs. This means we need to be having conversations with these entrepreneurs so that Zuri supports them in the best way possible. Introductions to Black and Latinx entrepreneurs will be invaluable to us, as it will allow us to expand our network of entrepreneurs and ensure Zuri is as successful as it can possibly be.
Way to start off. The Zuri team was among the youngest students to participate this year. They're tackling a huge problem, so if you know of any Black or Latinx entrepreneurs who would benefit from broader exposure, please connect them with Trey and team. Next up, let's go around the world to India to hear about Hightime Foods.
Hi everyone, my name is Akash and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Hightime Foods. We are here to build a new future for food. It is pretty basic knowledge by now that animal meat processing and agriculture is the leading cause for global warming, water scarcity, and hunger. So we know why plant-based meat works. Having said that, current plant-based meat alternatives have high amounts of preservatives, is highly processed, and have ingredients that are flown halfway across the world, which begs the question as to how sustainable they really are. What we propose is that we skip the slaughterhouses and derive our meat directly from plants. We propose a clean, no preservatives-based plant-based meat whose ingredients are locally sourced, locally manufactured. Presenting to you Hightime Chicken. Our first product is a dry mix that when added with water and oil looks, feels, smells, tastes, and even cooks exactly like shredded chicken. It has no soy, no preservatives, and contains no cholesterol. Most importantly, Hightime Chicken contains the exact same amount of protein as conventional chicken. A product can be molded into any shape or sizes. You can cook it as empanadas in an oven, grill it, fry it, stir fry it for Asian food, or even use it as taco mince. We compete in the plant-based meat market by being a shelf-stable product. There's absolutely no refrigeration that is required. Our product is cuisine agnostic. All our ingredients are locally sourced, locally manufactured. No matter which country we launch in, this will hold true for us. Most importantly, we're not just a burger, we're beyond a burger. We can be used like how you would use shredded chicken. Our go-to-market strategy is to sell to food service in the northeastern area and target meat eaters willing to cut down on their meat consumption. In the last few months, we validated our market in Boston. You may recognize some of these businesses. They love it and their customers want it. We've had great traction since we began in November. We were able to win Babson College's annual startup pitch competition with a cash prize of $20,000 US. Very recently, we finalized our recipe and ingredients and validated our product by doing trials with 10 restaurants in Boston. We've achieved all of this because of our team. All of us here are foodies. We come in from different nationalities, and 4 out of 6 of us consume meat. We know what we're making. My co-founder Vandana comes from a background of venture capital and finance in food tech. This is my second venture, and my first company is a successful ghost kitchen chain in India that operates over 12 locations. We're growing fast. We need 2 new team members to build the future of food. I'm looking forward to speaking with you all soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akash. As both a restaurateur and an entrepreneur, Akash and team are the real deal. They're growing fast in the Boston area, so please get in touch with them if you'd like to join them to further expand and bring plant-based meat to us all. Next up, Let's come back to New England and hear about Sustainably Mauve.
Did you know that the fashion industry is the second largest waste producing industry in the world, behind only the oil industry? If you look at the labels on your clothing, you'll notice that most of the garments are made from a combination of overproduced synthetic materials that are non-biodegradable. Some examples include cotton, polyester, rayon, spandex, and blends, which all create massive buildups in landfills, taking upwards of 200 years for a single garment to decompose. Now, these materials are common in our everyday clothing. However, they are a major contributor to the mass problem of waste in the fashion industry. Our solution is Sustainably Mauve, a fashion company that redefines what it means to be truly sustainable by making standout garments from 100% biodegradable materials. At Mauve, we define sustainability as being in sync with the cycle of nature. So we are making garments not only unique in design, but with the goal of raising the standard of sustainability in fashion.
We came across organic fabrics that are 100% biodegradable, eco-friendly, and ethically sourced. The first piece in our collection will be a hoodie sweater made from 100% organic bamboo cotton fleece and organic hemp cotton fleece. Now, Sustainably Mauve is different from other fashion companies because we go beyond the boundaries of just selling clothes. Our mission is to use the power of fashion combined with the influence of social media to educate our consumers about sustainability. In addition, we are aligning our business practices with UN Sustainable Goal 12, ensuring sustainable consumption and production patterns. Mauve's actions contribute to reaching this specific UN goal through the use of sustainable materials and manufacturing and delivery partners who share our values. Our team consists of 3 Babson MSCL graduates. Myself, whose longtime interest in fashion combined with my entrepreneurial mindset allows me to lead others towards a shared vision of our company. Sarah Katz, whose experience working for the Lewis Institution for Social Innovation at Babson College ensures Sustainably Mauve is moving towards our goals while aligning all business practices with our sustainable values. Nadia Antri, whose undergraduate degree in economics from NYU, allows for Mauve to have strong financial planning. In addition, being from Indonesia, Nadia brings international perspective as well as knowledge about both international sourcing and manufacturing. Our 2 advisors, Caroline Daniels and Denise McDonald, are both experienced and well-versed in the fashion industry. And now we want you to join our mission by offering your help to connect our team with industry experts in order to gain the knowledge and resources to make Mauve the future of fashion.
I didn't realize that apparel had such a big carbon footprint, so Sustainably Mauve is a great way to look good and do good at the same time. If you know of any experts or entrepreneurs with fashion experience, please make a connection to Maeve and Sarah. For our 4th pitch, let's go to Sanitate to hear about what they're doing in Latin America.
Think about March 2020. In Latin America, even 18 months later, our hospitals are still struggling to find personal protective equipment. Only 10% of the population in Latin America is vaccinated. At this rate, Latin America keeps struggling with COVID for at least the next 2 years. As a college student, seeing these struggles, I felt that I had to find a way to help. My friend Hans felt the same way, so we started Sanitate, an innovative personal protective equipment company. Over the past year, we have been selling personal protective equipment such as level 3 medical grade masks, surgical gloves, and antiseptic wipes. Our Core 08 kit includes 3-ply masks to protect the respiratory tract, gloves to protect from direct contact from bacterial hubs, and wipes to protect from bacteria that lives on surfaces. Together, these 3 components make what we call holistic protection because it protects from every single major point of contagion. Our medical grade masks work at a 99.1% efficiency rate, the highest I have seen for doctors in this business. We have excellent in-particle filtration, comfortability and breathability, 3-dimensional structure, and an adjustable nose bridge. Our factory has a certified clean room built to the utmost sanitary standards and is located in a free trade zone in El Salvador. This allows us to transfer savings from our factory to the clients. We're certified by Intertech, one of the most admirable total quality assurance companies in the world. This process has very high barriers to entry because it is very expensive. One must have time in the market, and most importantly, one must have the highest quality to be able to be approved. Our kits are perfect for someone on the go who needs protection for every major area of contagion. We also have the best location, as our factory is in El Salvador, which allows us to get our products from hospitals and distributors in under 2 weeks from order time. We sell directly to hospitals, large retailers, and distributors. As of right now, in our aggressive pipeline, we have over 10 hospitals. If we're able to sell to them in the next 1 to 2 years, our revenue will be over $30 million in just the hospital segment. And our visionary team has the experience in venture capital and the medical supplies industry to keep making it happen. We're very proud to have been able to sell at over 3 hotels, 10 supermarkets, and have sold over $15,000 since we started. Due to our hard work and distribution network, we have found early success. To continue this, we would like to ask for introductions to private hospitals and hospital unions in Latin America. Thank you.
It's amazing that Juanfe and Hans created such a quality product and supply chain during their junior year in college. With traction and revenue, it's clearly meeting a market need. Let's help them get these critical supplies to more hospitals in Latin America. So if you can help, please get in touch with them. For our fifth pitch, let's go to Kate and Piggy Bank.
If you're like most people, you probably like cash. But there's someone out there that doesn't like cash, and honestly, this might surprise you like it did me when I first heard it. Retailers. Our retailers don't like cash. Every time we go into the retail store and make a cash transaction, it ends up costing them 15% on that one cash transaction, whether they realize it or not. And this is more than MasterCard, Visa, and American Express fees combined. And this is due to things like cash being extremely time consuming, with these stores spending more than 480 hours per store per month on cash management for things like reconciling at the end of the day. Not to mention how much theft actually occurs. 57% of all the cash shrinkage in these stores is done by employee theft alone. And all of this, plus the bank fees that keep going up, is why cash is so expensive. And a store like Walmart ends up losing $13 billion annually just by having cash in their stores. So this is what led us to create Piggy Bank, to help reduce the cost of cash in these retail stores by allowing those cash users to convert their hard currency into digital currency. And I know what you might be sitting there saying, like, yeah, I like cash, but I usually use my debit and credit card anyway. That's not the reality for everyone. 26% of all retail transactions are still done using cash. That's more than credit card usage in the US. So our Piggy Bank kiosk is designed to help those cash users I just told you about, as well as our retail stores. So when a cash user enters the retail store, goes over to our self-service kiosk, they can insert their cash into our machine and receive those funds back in a digital form, either by their debit card or a gift card that they can use right on the spot. Now, what's unique about Piggy Bank is that we actually incentivize these cash users by giving them perks such as 3 to 5% back on what they put in. So similar to giving cash back for using cash. So we decided to look at a little use case on a grocery store that earns $10 million in annual sales. This translates to about $2.6 million in cash sales and ends up costing one grocery store about $400,000 annually. Now, if we actually implement one of these Piggy Bank kiosks in the stores and we get 16 shoppers a day to make their cash to digital conversion, we can actually reduce the number of cash transactions that occur by about 11%. This ends up saving the store about $63,000 a year, which is enough to hire a new employee. So Piggy Bank has spent a lot of time developing the key insights that you saw in this presentation here and collecting data from our cash users and merchant stores to really validate this pain point. And we've also partnered with some manufacturers who can actually develop these kiosk systems. And our next step that we're working on is identifying 5 retail pilot partners to work with and implement these kiosks. So if anybody knows any corporate contacts or store managers that we could reach out to, that would be greatly appreciated. We'll then turn these contacts into opportunities to implement the Piggy Bank kiosks in these pilot stores to start obtaining live data. We really appreciate your time and thank you for learning more about Piggy Bank, and hope that you'll join us in bridging that gap between the digital currency world that we're striving to be in and the physical currency world that we're stuck in right now. Thank you.
The Piggy Bank team made a lot of progress in a short period of time, so let's help them get to the next stage and make introductions to potential pilot partners. Now that we're a third of the way through today's pitches, let's take a moment to hear a few of our entrepreneurs reflect on their experiences this summer.
What I can tell you is that you were my first yes. So when I applied to Summer Catalyst and I got that email saying that I got in, it literally felt like I won the lottery. And I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what an accelerator program was. I'm so new to this, startup world. But what I can tell you is I never imagined something so fulfilling and so resourceful. I didn't know what to expect, but what I got out of it was probably the best thing I could have received at this point in time.
Yeah, I think the Summer Catalyst has been great in the sense that it's just been very good to be around other entrepreneurs. Everyone's in the same mindset. Everyone's facing challenges and always trying to come up with creative solutions and build new skills. And especially some of the workshops that we had in the Summer Catalyst were just very beneficial. So yeah, overall, it's been a great experience.
We actually had a couple of great wins throughout this program. The first being we were able to get connected with a designer who's been able to help us with making our actual samples and our product, and it's been really amazing to have him. We actually connected with him through another Summer Venture entrepreneur, and so that was just goes to show how well connected the program is.
Yeah, it's always fun to work with other entrepreneurs who are at a similar stages as you are, because it really they can also provide you feedback, and they know sort of, hey, I'm at this stage too, I can provide you insights on this or on something else. And so it's always nice to work with other entrepreneurs on any project or working with them at any stage, but particularly when you're in a similar stage as they are, because you can all provide different insights and help each other in different ways, and everyone has a different expertise also.
I think for me, it was really about the content and the structure. There was such rich content, and it was curated in such a way that it was all relevant. And without Summer Catalyst, I don't think I would have learned the things that I learned and have applied it in the way that I applied it. So I really think it was about the structure, the content, and the experts.
From the Summer Catalyst, the biggest experience that I took away was you never really know what you think you know. So by that I mean, Hans and I came in being retailers in the United States, and we left being Latin American business-to-business distributors, which is a complete 180 switch from what we came in, and we thought we knew everything because we were doing well. But yeah, so what I got out of the Catalyst was always be experimental.
And coming out of this experience, we realized to trust ourselves. Although we might not have, again, we've said we might not have the same experience as others, we really are passionate about what we do. And we're just people who want to absorb every aspect of this program we did. And we've learned to really trust ourselves, not to doubt ourselves, and to really go with our gut instincts and believe that we can be successful entrepreneurs.
I learned to be more open to receive feedback and to expand my view as an entrepreneur for sure. In terms of hard skills, it's an intense 10-week, and for sure, I think we're able to condense our value proposition now much better than we used to do before. And also the value of giving feedback, the hot seat, the possibilities of providing straightforward feedback without, any personalization or taking things in a personal side is a gift.
Been a lot of big wins. Actually, we launched, I think that's probably our biggest win. That's something we've been working on for a long time. So huge win. But we're also doing this Catalyst program and the Mass Challenge accelerator program as well. So we're staying busy, and it's exciting.
So for me, it was all about putting everything I had learned in Babson for the past 3 years into action. What I was hoping to do is to actually turn my knowledge that I had gained into experiences and be able to apply these things in a practical way, so that I'm able to actually create social and economic value simultaneously, and really embody the entrepreneurial thought and action, which I now call the entrepreneurial thought, feeling, and action due to Nurture Studio. So that's what motivated me to actually get my hands dirty and experiment and actually create something and make an impact, rather than just theoretically study it in the realm of just in class.
I think just even getting our rough draft of our website, I think at that moment for us it was like, wow, this is really happening, and we've really come from an idea from when we were on a run one day to now we have a website. We've completely pivoted. We've gone through this entire journey. We've met with so many people, talked with so many mentors, talked with so many other individuals, and we've learned so much, and we only have so much more to learn.
It started with Summer Catalyst, the confidence to be able to actually build a pretty ambitious company. It all started with Summer Catalyst.
As you can see, Summer Catalyst is a memorable experience and makes an impact on our entrepreneurs in a multitude of ways. Up next, we'll hear from 5 more teams as they pitch their ventures. Kicking us off is Jonathan Kelly, an engineer from Olin College and founder of Leaf Systems.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming. At Leaf, we're using computer vision and indoor GPS to revolutionize how factory managers manage their factories. Manufacturing is complex, costly, and notoriously difficult to manage. Just months ago, a vaccine manufacturing plant in Baltimore ruined nearly 75 million Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccines. The issue? An easily preventable workplace management error. This mistake, discovered late into the process by the FDA, cost the manufacturer over $750 million US, and potentially many lives. This catastrophic management error represents just one of dozens of mistakes made daily in factories all across the globe. When the cost of shutting down a production line can be over $50,000 a minute, reducing mistakes is paramount. That's where the Leaf system comes in. We provide a complete camera, tag, and cloud solution for plant managers to monitor their factories in real time. With Leaf, they can quickly uncover critical errors before the production line grinds to a halt. Installing the Leaf system is simple. A plant manager installs Leaf's AI-powered smart cameras throughout their facility, basically Ring on steroids. They then install our smart 3D tracking tags on items they can't afford to lose. Think indoor GPS or air tags on steroids. With the system in place, Leaf's cloud analysis tracks and analyzes anything that moves within the confines of the factory. If Leaf's cloud analysis notices something wrong, it will notify the plant manager instantly, giving them the knowledge and tools necessary to make a quick decision, saving the company from lengthy downtime. Today, we're a team of 2 with my co-founder Julia at MIT. We've been successfully working together for the past 6 years, both with substantial industry experience in electrical engineering, computer vision, and machine learning. Our mentors include the founder of SolidWorks and a global manufacturing research fellow with a PhD from Stanford University. To date, we've won countless awards, claiming first prize in the Conrad Innovation Challenge, finalist in the MIT 100K pitch competition, and finalist in the Lemelson MIT Invention Program. As you can see, we've already performed the critical research and development required to bring the Leaf system to market today. Right now, we are laser focused on the chemical and semiconductor industries. These 2 segments alone make up nearly 50% of US-based manufacturing. We believe that Leaf's instant alert system can save a single manufacturing line at least 500 minutes of downtime a single year, up to millions of dollars per production line. Today, companies use a mishmash of handwritten reports, digital reporting, barcodes, and maybe RFID. The most innovative firms are pushing for Bluetooth beacons and camera systems, but there are no solutions on the market as nearly as effective and hands-off as our camera, tag, and cloud approach. Right now, we're exploring early stage investment to establish our pilot program. If you're excited about revolutionizing factories all across the world, we'd love for you to reach out. In the end, we truly see Leaf as the next big step in factory monitoring and automation. With COVID coming to a close, it's obvious that the US wants to bring back its manufacturing. With your help, we'd like to bring it back stronger and smarter than ever before.
Thanks, Jonathan. I hope those of you interested in factory monitoring and automation will catch up with Jonathan during the online networking. Up next is Rohan to tell you about Ellie Exchange.
The average American woman buys 64 pieces of clothing a year, and half of those items will be worn only once. I know, absolutely crazy. This means that they are buying a piece of clothing almost every week, and this buying behavior has created a ripple effect that is harming our planet. Landfills are full of clothes and fashion items, and fast fashion in its current state is accelerating this problem. The average American throws away 80 pounds of clothes every year. Gen Z and millennials are becoming more aware of these issues and are beginning to understand that if clothing items are not repeated, are they really worth the money that we pay for them and the damage that they cause to the world? It just does not make sense anymore for young adults to keep buying new fashion items for a one-time use. Fast fashion is killing the planet, and LE Exchange is the solution that the next generation desperately wants to see. The solution is to recycle clothes, plain and simple. Sell your used clothes, don't discard them, and buy someone else's pre-loved clothes and help keep clothes out of landfills. Our aim is to promote a circular economy by creating a fashion ecosystem, as we strongly believe that the future of fashion is resale. Here you see a dress worth $400, living its best life, passing on from Natasha to Sienna to Jamie, all powered by LE Exchange. LE Exchange is an invite-only platform that facilitates exchange of pre-loved fashion and accessories between buyers and sellers. We enable seamless social media interactions so that you can not only follow your favorite fashion influencers, but buy their wardrobes as well. Sellers on LEX can benefit by building a personal brand and community following, whereas buyers can discover new items, people, and brands at affordable prices. We will verify the authenticity of items being sold, provide packaging help to facilitate seamless shopping experience, and make sure that the pre-loved fashion items being sold on the platform are undamaged. All you need to do is buy or sell your favorite fashion items, and we take care of everything else. And finally, this is our team, and we bring complementing expertise to the table that are crucial for the success of a business like this. Neha is our fashion expert who has launched a business in the fashion and retail space and has years of experience in corporate strategy development. I have operations experience running a logistics and warehousing business, and I am the logistics expert. And Sid is our tech expert who has led teams to success in operational and process-oriented industries. So the solution to buying a piece of clothing almost every week is taking part in the circular economy powered by LE Exchange. So scan this barcode to check out the LEX platform, sign up with your email today, and we will keep you posted on the details of our upcoming launch.
Fast fashion is killing our planet. Thanks, Rohan and the LE Exchange team of our MBAs for opening our eyes to that fact. I hope everyone scanned the QR code. I know I'm excited to learn more about your upcoming launch. Now, if you need a little extra energy, you'll like this next one. Up next is Carlo with Verve Energy.
Have you ever been at the office or at school and get that 3 p.m. slump? Well, you're not alone. Millions of people across Mexico and the United States feel the same way you do. But don't worry, you're not alone. We brought Verve Energy to you. Verve Energy is the first caffeinated chocolate out in the market, and it has 6 to 8 hours of controlled energy release. It costs less than current energy products out there, and it's also a 2-in-1 product. It's a dessert and it's an energizer. The advantages of Verve Energy and chocolate include mental health abilities, such as memory simulation. Verve Energy is also a proud Mexican product, and Verve Energy, it's the most innovative chocolate out in the market since it uses the only type of caffeine that is microencapsulated in its product. But we can't do this without the help of our supply chain partners. We do this with La Suiza, who has 125 years of experience out in the Mexican chocolate industry, and with Sumexar, a well-respected pharmaceutical lab in the United States that has patents for microencapsulation. But Verve Energy is for the doers, the 9-to-5ers, the travelers, the students, those who need an extra boost after working for long hours, those who need that extra boost before driving many hours. But most importantly, Verve Energy is affordable. Verve Energy is made so that it's tasty, it's effective, and it's easily accessible to everyone at a price of just $2 compared to a Red Bull at $4. But how do we do this? We need a strong marketing plan in order to be out in the market. So we're going to bring in social media influencers, brand ambassadors, not only in universities, but in offices as well, so it can be conveniently accessed by anyone who needs an extra dose of energy. But most importantly, we'll have in-store sampling so people can try the great taste of Verve Energy. We have partnerships and growth opportunities with trucks and bus companies, with co-working spaces, and with different universities across Mexico and the United States. And currently, we have different partners, including Tiendas Neto in Mexico with over 1,300 stores across the country, and our biggest retailer in Mexico, Amazon. But we don't want to stop there in Mexico. We want to go even further with Oxxo and Walmart, reaching over 25,000 points of sale combined. And we want to go even further. We need your help to get into the United States, into CVS, Target, Walgreens, and universities such as Babson, so we can give energy to everyone who needs it. So, who's ready to get verved?
Carlo, it's great to see your progress in Mexico. For those of us on the East Coast, we can't wait to buy Verve locally in the future. Now, for those of you with daughters, you'll be especially interested in this next pitch. It's my pleasure to introduce Cynthia, pitching Diva Wallet.
For most of you, your 13th birthday was likely fun-filled with celebrations. Well, imagine on that special day, you arrived home from school only to find a big red sticker that reads eviction, and suddenly you're homeless. Witnessing my single mom struggle with managing her finances began my negative relationship with money. And it turns out I'm not alone. As most young girls grow up with a negative narrative about money that has been reinforcing the money and wealth gap that exists today. Because of this experience, I am determined to change the money journey for women, and it starts with an investment in girls before they reach adulthood. The reality is that nearly 90% of girls ages 10 to 17 years old are being excluded from a secure financial future, lacking the necessary confidence about money. Gender norms education are a large contributor to that, from girls believing that finance is boring to thinking that they're not good at math. And despite higher levels of education, this continues into adulthood by not fully participating in finances or allowing their partners to control finances for similar reasons. Majority of women struggle with finances and experience negative emotions with money. It's time for a change. As a fintech company with an education focus, Diva Wallet is creating a new currency for girls. We are on a mission to build a world where young women grow to have a life of joy and confidence with money. At Diva Wallet, we partner with banks, schools, educators, and girl-centered institutions to design transformational instead of transactional financial education, enabling girls to learn, connect, and transform their individual collective money reality. Our model changes girls' self-beliefs in transforming their psychological and emotional connection with money. Despite the incredible progress in education, where girls have surpassed boys in college enrollment and graduation rates, the gender wealth gap remains concerning. According to a 2017 report by Closing the Women's Wealth Gap, American women own just 32 cents for every dollar a man owns. The opportunity is equally striking. With Generation C's deep engagement in building online communities as digital natives, and girls being deeply engaged in these communities, we see a future of digital economy with a shift in a girl's relationship with money. As a team, we bring over 3 decades of experience creating opportunities as business owners, leaders in financial services industry, and global innovators advancing girls and women's economic leadership. So come join us. We're launching beta in the fall. If you have experience in building a consumer product in the fintech or edtech space, or know of any tech talent, we love to connect as we grow our advisor network. Come join the Diva Wallet journey to make today's girls tomorrow's financially savvy women.
That's important work. Every woman should feel comfortable managing their finances. Up next is Natalia with RST. She's part of the mother-daughter duo helping parents everywhere. Take it away, Natalia.
I'm a mother of 4 who on especially important days fear only one thing, that one of my children would wake up with a sore throat. Yep, I call it the strep test day because it literally takes over my entire day. It always involves going to the doctor and getting 2 swabs down their throat, which is invasive and so uncomfortable. In my children's younger days, it required me to hold on to them for dear life, prying their mouths open and hope that with all their fidgeting, the test would be accurate enough to get a result. I realized there had to be a better way. So we created RST. This revolutionary device collects a small amount of saliva and uses two important technologies tied together through microfluidics. First, the DNA is multiplied using isothermal amplification, which allows the bacteria to be detected. Second, the device uses lateral flow assay technology to give a visual determination of the result. Think about a pregnancy test for strep using saliva. The device will be available over the counter at your nearest pharmacy. It will be easy, non-invasive, and quick with results in less than 15 minutes. There are very few players on the market for home strep tests. Doctors are currently the ones who perform those tests. The kits that collect the samples to be sent to the lab for results increases wait times for diagnosis. The knockoff kits you find on Amazon are not FDA approved or even trusted by the doctors. RST is a superior solution that checks off all the things that are important in making this process more valuable, accessible, and efficient to consumers. This device will take time before getting to market, but our work in the past year alone has brought us closer to our target in getting RST ready for market. Once ready and FDA approved, we plan to license this product to companies who have the infrastructure and the know-how to reach consumers and get the device on the shelves of their local pharmacies. The time for RST is now, because the home diagnostic market is expected to grow to over $6 billion by 2025. The strep testing market is currently evaluated at $2.3 billion, which equates to the number of tests performed per year times the amount reimbursed by the payers. In the first year of commercialization, we are targeting a revenue of $11 million, which is a mere 5% of the current market. This is us, me as a founder and Olivia as a co-inventor. And along for the ride, great advisors who have and continue to lead us as we move RST forward. Now, we need your help. We need to grow our team to make this a sustainable venture. Our primary focus is to find someone with science background and medical device experience, a person that could in time become my co-founder. RST is the first at-home device of many to come using our proprietary design. Strep is the one that speaks to me and to so many parents out there. So help us get the stress out of strep.
Great job, Natalia, and thank you for sharing your vision for RST with us. This really is just the beginning for the Summer Catalyst venture teams. In the weeks and months ahead, they will continue to build their teams, fine-tune their business models, launch new products, iterate in the market, and much more. We asked them about their goals, and here's what they shared with us.
Throughout this whole summer, we've just had so many conversations, and from each one, we were able to pull away a little tidbit that's been able to kind of push us along in this process. So continuing that momentum of just lining up the conversations each week and making sure that we keep learning and growing together.
You know, I've really had this sort of itch, right, that I am meant to really make a change in this world. And coming, given my background, coming from a family of all women, coming from a grandmother who immigrated into this country as an entrepreneur, I think it's only, I would only do it justice for really, for me to really follow this path and make a dent in this world.
I mean, with the help of the Catalyst program, I've been connected to some amazing people in the industry that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. One of our big priorities right now is to walk the floor of the manufacturing facilities that we want to be installed on and build those relationships. I've spent a long time building the technical team and advisory team up until this point, and we're really just trying to grow those industry connections, get some funding, get some more people on board. Everybody's super excited to work on this type of project. It's like really the cutting edge. So I'm just excited to get onto the floor.
what I want is this opportunity of bringing RST forward and creating this company around it and hopefully having it be successful is not necessarily because I want to be this biotech guru. It's because I want to be able to have the resource to change other people's lives and bringing to life other people's ideas. So this is just really my way to creating impact over time.
In the next couple of months, keep talking and nurturing. That's something that we learned in the Catalyst. If you don't nurture the deals and the clients, then they'll go to someone else that's going to treat them well. And then in the future, we definitely have, because we built some great relationship with distributors, we definitely have an idea to introduce a health and wellness line to Sanitate. So that would be very interesting.
We're very excited to be back in the Boston area, where there's so many young people, young Black and Latinx people that we want to show Zuri to and see how we can cater our business to them in the best way possible. So it's very excited about the next couple of months, like learning and reflecting on the Summer Catalyst, and then moving forward to finally actually being in person because we haven't seen each other for months. So working on Zuri together in our new stage of our venture.
My vision is one day we will be IPO. So that's the goal for Diva Wallet, IPO. But in the next couple of months, realistically speaking, we really need to nail down our product and our content, and really beta testing our app. That's the immediate goal in the next 6 to 8 months.
I realized that we were really looking at a very small thing, and somehow the group has really made us understand there's much bigger vision to it, and I'm really excited about that bigger vision and a cause than just thinking that one little piece of Nurturer Studio. So it was extremely valuable, and that's what I really.
We actually are starting to manufacture the proof of concepts. Here in the next few weeks, we're actually going to have a working turbine on a desk. For me, I'm literally just blown away. Absolutely blown away.
We were talking about even we can be getting that venture capital job or that job at Amazon, but there's a particular reason that we do this, and every day you there are times when you question this, but it's just you aligning yourself with that reason that gets you back to it. I think these kind of conversations keeps me motivated to keep working on this.
One of our biggest wins so far was that we closed a huge retailer in Mexico that has over 1,000 stores. And in the next couple of weeks, we'll be in their stores selling and getting Verve Energy to all of Mexico.
I want to be able to not only have just one customer that we're working with right now, but also have hired 3 or 4 engineers so that we can actually support a simulation division within Right One, and actually working towards testing, third-party testing with that customer to actually commercialize a product that they can use.
We're so excited to see what our teams are going to accomplish next. But first, we'd love to share 5 more pitches with you. Don't forget that we'll have online networking starting right after the pitches. I'm excited to introduce Sarita and Shashwat, a dynamic mother and son duo who will pitch their venture Nurturer Studio next.
This is how I deeply felt as a child when I studied in a mainstream school, where the primary focus was only headwork, exam, competition, and labeling. It shattered my self-confidence, mental well-being, and interest in learning at that time. I was sure that I didn't want my child to be a victim of the same system. In a world where we are experiencing so many crises, we need a radically different approach to how we nurture and raise our children. We envision to see a world where children are resilient, emotionally intelligent, curious, creative, ethical, and happy human beings who will ultimately create a better world. The way to do this is to embody an approach that fosters a balance between the head, heart, and hand.
An alternate way to achieve this already exists. Waldorf is a unique and holistic approach to education that integrates academics, arts, and practical skills to bring about this balance between the head, heart, and hand. The success of this system has been proven by multiple studies. However, it is available in limited locations, is extremely expensive, and hence inaccessible for most people. This is why I, Shashwat, a Waldorf alumni, along with my mom,
Sarita, a Waldorf teacher and trainer for 21 years,
are on a mission to make holistic education like Waldorf more accessible to the larger world through entrepreneurial thought, feeling, and action. Nurturer Studio is an online community platform for holistic nurturance inspired by Waldorf education. With the child being our central focus, we aim to connect all the different stakeholders involved in the nurturing process on our platform and provide them with support, resources, workshops, masterclasses, trainings, all at affordable prices. As they say on airplanes, put on your own mask first before you can help your children. We're using the same approach where we connect nurturers to highly experienced master trainers. So nurturers can put on their own mask first and get trained. And then in our phase 2, we'll connect these trained nurturers to children through our platform to help fill in the gaps that exist in children's learning and development, while also allowing nurturers to gain financial freedom at the same time. You can think of Nurturer Studio as the Uber, but for holistic education. We started off just about a year ago from today, and till date, we've partnered with 7 masters and 6 schools, have had over 1,000 subscribers, reached over 200 children, offered 36 live sessions, and generated just over $32,000 in revenue. Today, we'd like to invite you to come and talk to us so that we together can join hands to make the world a better place for you, for me, and the entire human race. Thank you so much.
I hope you will all get the chance to meet the Nurturer Studio team during networking. Next up is Spotin.
Hello everyone, my name is Ivan. I'm the founder and CEO of Spotin. Small business owners spend a lot of time, effort, and money trying to bring new customers to their stores. And most of them don't take further action on retaining the customers that they already have. For those who do, making a customer loyal using traditional methods is expensive, time-consuming, and inefficient. And they need different platforms for managing loyalty, understanding the insights, and running the marketing campaigns. And that's where Spotin comes into. Spotin is a super loyalty all-in-one app. We integrate the essential tools for the businesses to create their own loyalty program in less than 5 minutes, building an intelligent customer database and boosting customer retention, making customers more engaged and, of course, spending more money. That's how it works. Once a business joins our network, they are immediately featured in our app, allowing them to create different rewards and collecting customer insights. And once their intelligent database is built, Spotin enables them not only to visualize key metrics and benchmarks, collecting meaningful customer data, but we empower them to understand what they really mean, going beyond and taking action. Spotin is a complete solution because we allow our customers, the businesses, to boost their market reach by segmenting their audience and sending the right offer to the right customer at the right time. Again, all in one single tool. In fact, our current retailers already see Spotin customers spending on average 10% more compared to a regular customer. An increase in customer retention of 20% that uses our app. And most importantly, a return on investment on their Spotin campaigns that is on average 10% higher compared to other platforms. So, how can you be involved? Spotin is already operating in 2 cities in Brazil. We're launching our City Manager Growth Program to be in 15 cities, 300 establishments, with 50,000 end customers by the end of the year. And soon, we hope to be in the United States too. We're looking for talent, and we have our pre-seed route open, with already 5 angels investing in our past round last December. We were born because we believe in efficient relationships between businesses, customers, and the society. We believe we can get the world really excited and that everyone should and could and can be at that. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Time to fly high with us. Go Spotted.
Thanks, Yvonne. Great job, and fly high. It's now my pleasure to introduce Alvy Stoddard, who will pitch X Highlight.
Hi, I'm Alvy Stoddard, founder of X Highlight, the fastest and only fully automated solution for making your sports highlight videos. So I'm going to start you off with the story. This is the story of Cameron. Cameron ended up playing at Murray State and then in the NBA. But there are so many other players like Cameron who don't get that opportunity. Playing the NCAA is a very exclusive opportunity that many players don't ever get to experience because they lack the path to get there. The head coach of Williams told us that about 70% of the players that he recruits, he finds first through a highlight clip or video. That's a quote from Coach Kevin App, who's the head coach of Williams basketball and a former Cornell basketball player. So what do highlight videos show? Highlight videos show coaches a player's attributes, like their height, their strength, how long they are, and they also give a coach an idea of the player's skills so that they can further investigate when they go visit them in person. So why would someone want to use X Highlight? The main reason is quality. Because we make highlight videos for lots of players, we know exactly what coaches want to see. And with that, we're able to optimize our algorithms to find just those events and put them into your video. The second is speed. X Highlight is able to produce a highlight video in just 2 minutes compared to 12 minutes for a traditional video. The third is cost. X Highlight only costs about $200. A typical video will cost you about $800. And finally is visibility. We allow you to post your video all across social media on any channel that you would like without requiring you to post a link, which is what most solutions require. So how does X Highlight do this? We do this with two things: proprietary algorithms and artificial intelligence. We use proprietary algorithms to find the best highlights and artificial intelligence to validate those events. We use AI also to create the video and allow the user to customize the video from there. Our initial target market is basketball. There are 1 million high school basketball players in the US, and many of them also play AAU. By capturing just 1% of these players, we're able to create a market of $350 million per year. We have a pilot program with 2 different programs. The first, The House We Built, coached by Alfred Chan, which is an elite high school basketball program in the Northeast. Coach Chan is so excited about our technology because he knows the pain that it is for players to create videos for themselves, because he creates videos for his players to help them out. We're also partnering with KB3 Elite Basketball and the KB3 Elite Summer Draft League, an invite-only league for the players in the Northeast. The team is made up of myself, who has 10 plus years of programming experience, is a former high school basketball player and former high school basketball assistant coach and scout. Also, my brother, Alex Stoddard, who has 10 years of highlight video creation experience in basketball, is the founder of Game Time TV and is a current Williams basketball player. Our ask for you today is you check out our website, xhighlight.com, which will be launching soon, and sign up to be notified when we do launch.
Definitely check out xhighlight.com and sign up to get updates. We're so excited for the launch. And speaking of launch, next up is Right One. Justin's here to talk drones. Justin, take it away.
Right One is a tier 1 engine supplier. But what really does that mean for you? It means that you're going to get pineapples delivered to your door here in the next couple of years. And that means that when you have a pineapple that's delivered, a master distributor actually has to replace the battery on the drone every single trip. Man, that's cost prohibitive. And that's actually pushed off to you. So with the Right One solution, Not only are we able to actually deliver more pineapples to your door, but we can also deliver strawberries to Susan that's down the street, and blueberries to Sarah who's across the way. No longer does it mean that the master distributor has to replace the battery every single time. It means that it's more money in their pocket and it's less money coming out of yours. So what's the secret sauce? Today's solution is like you turning a shaft. Man, that's so much energy. But with the right one solution, we're able to actually get an efficiency gain that's 25% with better torque just by actually moving it to the rim. It's like opening a door at the door hinge with the current solution, but opening a door at the door handle with the right one solution. So here are the customers that we're working with today. We're working with them to actually secure long-term agreements. And we've already secured an LOI with a drone customer that's in California. So here's the team. I'm a private pilot, and I've got 4 additional ratings. And I've also actually commercialized 4 products in 4 different industries, 2 of which are high tech. Lance has 20 plus mechanical engineering patents and has 37 years of aeronautical engineering experience. And Kyle Hampton, he's a project management guru. He's got the timeline and cost completely under wraps. So join us as we're actually machining our proof of concept today. We're manufacturing and we're already building the proof of concept. So join us at flyright.one.
We hope you will all follow Right One on its journey to revolutionize flying mobility. Our last pitch today is Esther Green and Solo.
I'd like to introduce you to Solo, the travel companion and planning app designed to help women traveling solo feel safe and supported every step of the way. One thing we know about solo travel is that it's incredibly empowering, and women are catching on. Today, 84% of solo travelers across the globe are women. What this means for American women is that 1 in 4 of us are now traveling solo. But it also means that 3 in 4 of us are still missing out. The question is, what's keeping women from traveling on their own? In my case, I'm a former United States Marine with 20 years of solo travel experience, so I'm not particularly risk averse. But the one thing that never fails to unpleasantly surprise me is how hard it can be to find the information I need when I'm traveling, and that lack of dependable resources stresses me out. So if this is a recurring problem for me, how intimidating must traveling alone be for people who are perhaps less comfortable with the idea? This is why the Solo app breaks down every part of the travel planning process into manageable chunks. By simplifying the process, we remove a lot of the stress, whether this is your first solo trip or if you're an experienced traveler like me and you just have questions along the way. All of our writers and content contributors are female travelers, and they share their advice and experiences in a way that users can easily relate to their own. So Solo is like that awesome friend who's been traveling on their own for forever and shares the same needs and concerns as you. Someone whose opinion you trust because you know they've experienced a similar situation. This friend gives great recommendations, builds bomb itineraries, and has tons of travel advice and stories. Since February of this year, we've been able to build a team, develop our business strategy and primary app content, and launch the app, all while completing an MBA program and participating in 2 accelerators. What makes our team special is that I'm a former broadcast journalist and serial entrepreneur. Parig is a sommelier with a passion for strategy. Patty is a points wizard who works in experiential marketing. And Rachel is a messaging whisperer who works in biotech. All of this is to say, we're a resource our users can trust because we're as diverse as our audience is. Because we're also experienced solo travelers, we know what the pain points are and how to fix them. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Our job is to create context and curate the good stuff so that you don't have to. Lastly, our team is full of experienced event planners. We know how to design and execute experiences and how to get the most out of any budget. Our hope today is that all of you will follow us on Instagram and take a moment to download our app. In fact, you can scan the QR code right here on the screen or just go to our website. We're charging an introductory fee of only $1 until August. And if you download the app now, you'll get free access to paid features for 3 months. And you can support us even if you're not a female solo traveler. While we've created this resource with a specific goal in mind, the information is useful to everyone, and we already have travelers of all kinds using the app. So whoever you are and wherever you go, just know that we go where you go.
Definitely download the Solo app. It's the new go-to. You just heard from 15 amazing ventures, and we hope you enjoyed the pitches today and learning about what the teams have been working on this summer. We have networking starting soon, so if you registered in advance, check your email for the link. We'll also put that link in the chat. Hope to see you there, and thank you for joining us today.